Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is Ben. I feel like I had a phrase, but it's been so long since I watched these episodes that I don't remember it anymore.
They've all left my brain. Except for like the last bits. There was even like stuff I wanted to. I was like, I gotta mention this.
If he had to die, he would leave a beautiful corpse. He would not do it surrounded by frogs.
What a bit. I'm really glad it came back in the heat of battle so we could turn away from the big fight to.
All the Bulma frog stuff, that's filler that they left in.
That makes sense. That was about the time where I was like, that was the moment. That was the bit where I was like, I could have read the manga.
Yeah, there's even more Bulma nonsense in regular Z.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, there's the whole
big.
They go to different planets, right?
Yeah, like they have a bunch of fake Namek stops along the way.
Yeah.
It might only be one planet, and they like encounter orphans on a spaceship for an episode.
Lame.
The other thing that Z does that's infuriating, like, is one of the reasons I like kind of hated the end of these episodes when watching them back in the day, is they would, like, during Goku versus Freeza, cut back to Earth where Dr. Briefs is building another spaceship and Master Roshi, Chi-Chi, and Yajirobe are sitting around in spacesuits waiting for him to finish it so they can go to Namek 2, which is never just gonna happen.
That's awful. Oh my god. That would be so
just
bad.
Keep cutting back there.
So,
yeah.
Up until...
This is why we're watching Kai.
Like, I was fine. I mean, there were some moments, right? But, like, I know how this goes. We got the build-up and all that shit. And I was, like, fine. And Goku shows up. And I'm, like, max hype. I took that screenshot of him, his face, like, shadowed coming out of the spaceship. I'm, like, fucking... Once again, giddy like a child. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
I'm so ready. And then, like, he's fighting, he's kicking ass, and it's amazing. He kicks a little bit more ass. We have, like, the weird body switch thing, which I could have done without. But, like, then it just goes down. Like, then we're waiting again. And I'm like, we're waiting. And then we're also getting him going, like, what's going on out there? Whoa. What's going on? Oh, power spike. Another power spike? What's going on out there? And I'm like, okay.
Goku, your friends are dying.
Yeah, he's like, wow, that's a big power spike. And the power spike was like immediately followed by someone dying. He's like, huh. So that was a little rough. And then hearing you mentioning how like the original airing was like, oh, we're gonna go until Goku destroys Jason, what's his name, and then
Jason
we're gonna flip
cut
all the way back to
Raditz.
Like, that's
and
terrible.
like, yeah. So like, you know, that happened it took them over a year and a half to start airing New Z again. But also, like, just every time you're watching the show, you'd get to that point where he's fighting Jason Berter, and you're like, you have no idea until tomorrow of like, is it gonna be a new episode or is it gonna reset again?
Oh my god!
There was no one letting you know.
That would destroy. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd have the patience.
No, I quit. I mean, I quit the show. Cause then like, even you get new episodes and then Goku's back in the fucking tank. You're still on Namek forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of what did it, is like, these episodes are just fucking endless. You're just here forever.
God. it is like this. I mean, like I mentioned to you the other day, like everything after the last original arc, the Piccolo tournament arc,
Yes.
it all feels slow, and this is like double our last
True.
batch. So it's like
True.
I'm in eternity right now. It already feels endless, and then you're like, yeah, it used to be like 800 billion times worse.
Yeah.
Oof.
Uh-huh. I mean, honestly, like watching original Dragon Ball changed my entire view on Dragon Ball. Like it raised my
Yeah,
estimation of the whole series, and then seeing the manga and that the manga was even faster paced, just like completely transformed all my ideas of from Dragon Ball being like, there are hype moments, but it's like fucking interminable.
yeah. No, you're slogging through it.
I've like it's been my view was transformed. Although there's still times where it's a slog compared to like a normal thing. It's just never as bad as it was for me watching this growing up,
Yeah, yeah.
and for
Man.
everyone who watched it as it was coming out.
God. I just
Yeah, cutting to Master Roshi in like a
Dude.
spacesuit,
That's
with like
that'd
Chi
be
Chi yelling,
fucking rough.
like, oh my god.
I was really hoping, like I didn't distrust you. I trusted you this time, but in a bad. It's like when it's like you said about watching the replay of the thing. You just keep hoping that it goes to the next episode.
Yeah.
Part of me was still like seeing Bulma immediately just be like super irritated for no reason going into
Yeah.
space, like just super irritated. I'm like, we gotta follow up on this, right? Like there's gonna be a reason, there's gonna be like a reveal, because like in any modern media, if someone drastically change, like there's probably something happening, right? Like they're a clone or whatever the fuck. Nope. She just annoyed.
Just,
real
written
annoying.
poorly. Has no purpose in the story, is only here to be a shrew or whatever
Yeah.
and yell at people. It sucks. She gets to fight crabs at a mech in the filler anime in Z at some point. It's like the last thing you want to see at that point, but
Yeah.
it's something. I think all the dinosaurs on Namek are also like anime filler, because that doesn't make any sense. For like that Namek is like a planet where like all the life died because there was an incredible drought and like one Namekian lived.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
make
was-
sense that then there's also like a fucking T-Rex here that looks exactly like an Earth T-Rex. Like that,
Well-
that's the anime being dumb, honestly.
Oh, that checks out. That's the meteorite that had the T-Rex amoeba predecessors or whatever. It just skimmed past Namek a little bit. And then continued to Earth. Yeah. So
Gohan's haircut is like
that little bowl cut, just slap a
in his little outfit that Chi-Chi puts him in at the start.
fucking outfit. You gotta look spiffy when you go to space. God. By the way, I like it became so obvious to me after watching these episodes what Salt Circle podcast needs to really kick off. We have a fucking theme song of our own, and we need a pose. We got to do poses.
Pose is very important.
Like, if you're not doing a pose to introduce your thing, why are you doing anything, really? Yeah.
You need enough people though, because or else the balance of your pose will be all off.
Yeah, but we're starting with 2 people. We're not losing
That's true.
people. So we
That's
can
true.
balance the two of us.
And when Ginyu and Jace just do their poses with just the two of them, they're so unhappy. They're so mad.
It looks like shit. The whole thing is just ruined.
The other bit of filler that's left in here, just while I'm on my brain is on the filler thing, is Gohan leaving the ship to go fight Frieza, and like, you know, Goku struggling at all as Super Saiyan against Frieza. That's filler. Goku, I think in the manga, Goku just like he goes Super Saiyan and Frieza's like just not a threat anymore, basically.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because
there's a fight, but like that thing of like Frieza's like beating him in the anime, and Gohan has to come to give him like a breather. That's all filler.
yeah, and see, like it diminished the moment. Like I don't understand why they do that. Like he goes Super Saiyan, he fucking catches Frieza's fist. You're like, oh,
Yeah, and it makes less sense why he's like so like he just like quits at the end because Frieza's fucking so beneath him.
yeah,
Like that part hits less hard if he's been struggling at all.
yeah.
But I think they left in some filler in Kai just to pad the episode length, literally.
I mean, that makes sense, but also like, fuck it, just
Yeah,
don't.
to get to 54 or whatever.
That's dumb.
Yep. It's the only thing that's the only like reason I can come up with why they left any of that filler in.
No, like that fight it was really solid, but it would be so much better if it was just a rinse after the
It
Super
just
Saiyan.
needs better pacing, like
Yeah. And the Super Saiyan,
because
like,
again, you know, Goku going Super Saiyan, that's like the most important moment in the like that's world changing.
yeah,
Going Super Saiyan, and that is something the anime is responsible for, because like in the manga it kind of just happens. You don't have like the build up with the scream.
dude,
The anime is like incredibly important for that.
God, this is what I've been waiting for. The entire, because I know,
Yeah.
I don't think you can be like.
You can't live in the world not know
Yeah,
Super Saiyan.
and not like know Super Saiyan, blonde hair, and also just.
Yeah, it's the
for,
thing
like,
you know
10
about
minutes.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's
Even
the
though
series.
it's like, you know, you're like 2/3 of the way through the manga at that point. But like,
it's such a fucking good, like, the scene around it, like the lightning crashing, and it's just like, even knowing it's coming, it was still cool as fuck.
yeah. Again, as someone who like lost complete interest in the show at the time, I don't have like some of the affection for it, because like the moments hit so good, and then it's surrounded like in Z in particular. I just remember a lot of like bad drawings of Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah,
It's just because there's just so much of like Goku and Frieza just standing there, not doing anything.
Yeah, that's dumb at best.
So, but like when the drawing is on and his hair is like golden and not like just like
Yellow,
a slightly yellow white
yeah,
or whatever, that shit it looks really good.
yeah, man. This was also a very violent arc.
Yeah.
Vegeta beheaded that guy. He like disintegrated children.
Vegeta's having a good time, except when he's having the worst time.
Yeah, man. So I was so happy when I made that joke to you without knowing anything. I was like, man, they just like confirmed that like nearly dying, like fucking guy was in his office and like just came off of a head cold. And one of his coworkers must have walked by and been like, well, I'm glad you're better. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And he's like, what the fuck did you just say? get out of here. I gotta do something. And then Dragon Ball happened. But like they confirmed it. And I'm like, man, I can't wait for like Goku to be like, Krillin, punch me in the face. And then like 4 minutes later, he's like doing the Kamehameha wave in the ship. And I'm like, is he just like launching it at the side? And it goes around and hits him. And I was losing my mind.
Yeah,
like,
he's just
I
like
can't-
shooting Kamehamehas at himself.
I couldn't believe they actually did it. And then of course Vegeta is literally like, Krillin, kill me. Through
That
my
part's
chest, Krillin.
fucking amazing.
So he does that and then like comes back and he's like, I'm a Super Saiyan. I'm like, oh, sweetie.
Vegeta will not. As soon as Vegeta starts saying Super Saiyan, he can't stop saying Super Saiyan.
Dude, it was so funny though. I'm a Super
But
Saiyan.
I also
Fucking
love. He was like,
wrecked.
all right, Krillin, I need you to almost kill me, and then Dende will heal me. It'll be fine. And then Dende's like, nah, fucker.
I'm not healing you.
Get out of here.
Vegeta's just bleeding out on the ground.
He's like, oh no.
I just love it. They like had the bit about like Krillin's like, I won't be able to touch you, and Vegeta's like, I'll lower my defenses or my power to whatever. So Krillin
yeah.
actually almost kills him, and then like he could have just died. Fucking bold, trusting that the person you just tried to genocide, you just assume they're gonna heal you.
Vegeta lacks perspective.
I mean, which is
Tunnel vision.
I mean,
Here.
which is interesting because I noticed in this arc more so than when we first met him, like that dude doesn't have a 4 head or a 5 head. It's like a 7 head. Like there was, I can't even remember at what point in this arc it was, but they show him like from a front perspective, and I'm like, damn, that dude has like a head. That's a noggin. Like I didn't realize. I don't know if that was in the first arc, and I just didn't like see it, or if they just really went nuts in this one. But man, big ol' head.
True. He's got an amazing widow's peak.
Yeah, dude. Like they're like, we really want to get this like fucking gravity well hairline, but his head's not big enough. Just make it taller. God. Gohan and Krillin in the bad guy outfits. Pretty
Freeza
good.
Force Army.
Yeah.
Armor or whatever.
Yeah. They look like Gohan's just a little bowl cut Vegeta. Pretty solid.
No, like what's funny is like when I was at like some summer camp and like a bunch of the kids there were super into Dragon Ball, and I was like, it was in my phase where I was like out on that show. Like this is like nothing fucking happens in like when you watch an episode of Z at this point.
Yeah.
And there it's on Namek, like Krillin and Gohan are like in those outfits. And it's like after the spirit bombs blown up, they're just like standing around watching. So it's like right before Super Saiyan is gonna happen. But I'm just staring at this like TV like in the doorway going, this is the most boring thing in the world. Because like these characters are just like taciturnly staring at this like hole and like nothing is happening.
Yeah.
And I was like moments away from like the hypest thing.
So close. Yeah, right. The giant spirit bomb, which was like,
Yeah, and I was like too late for like the other super cool thing, because that spirit bomb is also fucking iconic.
oh yeah, like that's the other
when I
thing.
think of the spirit bomb, that is what I think of. It's
Yeah.
that giant orb floating in the sky.
Can we talk about how Freeza didn't notice that shit for like a full 12 episodes or whatever? Like,
It takes a while. He's like staring at Goku with Goku's hands up in the air, going,
like,
like,
what
"Why
are you doing? That's fucking dumb. What are you doing? And then it just cuts for like 30 minutes total to every character in the show, and they're like, please don't fucking look up.
Like Krillin's like yelling about it.
Yeah, he's like, I hope he doesn't look up.
He doesn't look up. He sees the reflection in the water eventually.
Yeah. Like, it literally, he couldn't look up or down.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, and then he even has the audacity. He's like, "You sneaky." And it's like, yeah, it's so fucking sneaky. This dude you've been fighting just stops dead and puts his hands in the air, and like, yeah. So that was fucking wild.
Yeah, that whole Frieza fight though is so Frieza's like holding back the whole fucking time. Like he could have just killed all of them immediately at the start if he just used his power.
Well, yeah, but he wants to, you know,
cause just like the power scaling is so fucking out of control. Like his power is so much higher than everybody else's at that point.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's just scaling out of control. Like, it's exponential.
Yeah.
Like, they're talking like 30, 20, 10,000, and he's like 500,000, and then Gohan's like doing a little bit of damage to him. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's the thing that like makes like only like the Saiyans matter long term, because like Piccolo gets his boost here, but like how many other Namekians is he gonna eat?
Dude, I'm ready for it though. Him just like absorbing Namekians would low key be amazing. I'm thinking, obviously I would not like spoilers, but a thought has entered my mind that eventually he does become one with Kame again. I can see it going either way. I guess I'm actually feeling like maybe it's less likely because they want that separate character, but I could see room for it at some point. But as soon as Nail's like, "I want to be inside you," like that's when I was like, okay, we got a new mechanic.
True.
So that was like that's good shit though. That's like interesting.
We get Vegeta has his little ladder of enemies he climbs. Kills Kui, kills Dodoria, gets fucking destroyed by Zarbon, gets killed, kills Zarbon.
Yeah, he goes pretty nuts.
Yeah, I love him when he like breaks out of his healing tank and gets to steal the Dragon Balls from Freeza.
Dude, that was so good. Like
him hiding behind a rock,
the distraction and shit. Oh
yeah,
that was a good little thing.
Mm-hmm. Poor Krillin and Gohan, they're so outmatched.
God,
like there are heroes, but they have no fucking chance against anybody.
Yeah,
even they get like super power boosted by magic, and they're still like together they can't even beat fucking Goldo. The Ginyu Force.
I mean, they just gotta get good.
Yeah, one of them will get good.
Yeah, I wonder who could it be. The Saiyan. I do love that we just like. I love watching how like people catch up to Goku, or like how they keep people like tailing at a close enough pace to be a part of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So like this time it's like, oh, I'm gonna unlock your inner power. Whoop! Holy shit, that's a lot of inner power, Gohan. And then watching everybody else, watching the dead boys like training with King Kai, like just rinsing and repeating.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of filler in Z that's cut out here, where the Ginyu Force, but not Captain Ginyu, like show up at King Kai's planet for Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu to Piccolo to fight.
That's weird.
And like Yamcha takes out Raccoon in like one hit.
That's fucking
and you're just
wild.
like, this So this is why, like, fans' understanding of how strong characters were not accurate. And the filler is just fucking stupid about that stuff. 'Cause there's no way those guys are that strong. Actually, I guess Piccolo probably isn't there anymore. I think it's just Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Oh, we got. I mean, again,
Piccolo couldn't have been back yet because I hadn't made the wish yet.
In my
I
head,
guess.
like we get those Dragon Ball rules for how the balls work, and I'm like, someone wrote out like 800 episodes worth of material for this, and we're just like condensing it. It was like it kept going, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You can just like, you don't have to tell us, like it's a cartoon. You could just fucking do the thing.
No, man, you have to explain it so that the next time they have to use the Dragon Balls, but circumstances are different, they can come up with whole new rules that have been changed off screen or whatever. Get the story the way we need it to go. Because that shit doesn't actually matter, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. No, I love the thing. Like, you get 3 wishes, but only one person can be brought back from the dead with each wish.
Yeah, like, it was just wild. Fucking
So we gotta wish for more wishes.
Super Dragon is like beefy.
Yeah, he's super muscly.
Lamia or whatever. Is that the right? Lamia? Like the snake centaur people?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like he's a dude with a dragon lower half.
He's beef. He's not as
Bulma-
long as Shenron either.
Bulma calls him cute. Or whatever. She says something and he like blushes.
Purunga. That's the Namekian dragon's name.
Yeah, sure. Sounds like a Godzilla adversary, but I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah, he's more genie-like, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, and yeah, our like kind like our cliffhanger deal, bringing Goku back, and he's like, I can't. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, the Goku just fucking stiff arms their wish.
Dude, it's kind of wild how like not only do the Namekian Dragon Balls give 3 wishes per thing, but also it's 130-day cooldown. You get 6 wishes a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's insanity.
Yeah, but I mean, the Namekians aren't using them for anything.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, the cooldown wasn't a thing until Bulma built the radar, and they're just constantly fucking getting Dragon Balls as often as possible, stacking up those wishes.
I mean,
like, the dragon had laid dormant for a long time before that.
yeah, right? Like, that's kind of the funniest thing is that, like, the catalyst for all this is like nobody wanted unlimited power for a while, I guess.
People just didn't know they existed or whatever.
Like
they had Pilaf and Bulma.
They had to know. Fucking Pilaf. I was thinking about him. I was waiting for him to pop out at the end and try to fuck with Goku again. And then Goku has to use like 1/1000th of his power to fucking like destroy all of their shit again. It would be good. That'd be a good bit to throw in. We got Gohan being, man, what was his thing? He didn't want to go back to Earth right away or something. He was like, because he didn't do his homework.
Yeah, he did do his homework. He was mad. He was scared of Chi-Chi.
Yeah, and fucking Roshi had that boomer wife is bad joke. I know why Goku's not coming back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which, like, again, that I think that would be hilarious if like they actually just made her the strongest character with no explanation. Like that would be great if it was actually what happened. And without that happening, it's just like
No, it's just Dragon Ball's pretty sexist. Gonna be honest.
sexist.
Gonna be real with you. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad this arc. Can't be sexist when there's no women.
Well, except for Bulma being written poorly.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't like. I guess I was thinking specifically of like the sexual sexist stuff.
Yeah, no, it has both.
Like
got
this
all
arc
kinds
had
of
both?
flavors.
Or the show?
No, Dragon Ball.
Okay. I was like, did I miss something? Sorry.
No.
We did get
they cut out the Master Roshi filler or whatever.
We did get Frog Bulma though.
We did get Frog Bulma.
Her being like, it's pretty good.
Captain Dinu is not good at being stealthily about
Yeah,
possessing a person, and also everyone else is an idiot.
it's like ridiculous how did his power just follows him? Like,
yeah,
he's in the body of a frog, but he just like gets the translator, and it's like change.
yeah, it's just a voice. All you have to do is be able to say change.
It fucking got me.
You can't talk, then you can't use his power though.
Oh.
It is hilarious. Like instantly, as soon as he can, he's popping that off.
I thought there would be like some subtle like him befriending her and then like tricking her, obviously.
Yeah,
But no, it's just zero wait time.
he sees the opportunity. He's out.
Yeah, man. I don't blame him.
So I think the one piece of super that we're gonna skip over by watching the movie instead of watching the episodes of Super is like the return of Ginyu in during one of the stories.
Oh God.
But we're just gonna watch the movie, so that didn't happen there. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not important.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it was fun watching the Ginyu Force, but like I don't really care about any of them individually.
No.
Like, they had a good bit. I laughed. It was fun.
Yeah. But then, like, it's like basically it's Raccoon doing the Nappa thing again of just fucking wrecking everybody and being a beef.
Yeah.
And then Goku just kills all of them.
Just absolutely rinsing them, which is what you want. That's what we're here for.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, I'm also here for the story to keep going. Please just let the story keep going.
I
no more resetting to Raditz, please.
It's the first time, I think, if I remember correctly, it's the first time in the dub that we have watched where they said Goku's full name.
Son Goku?
Yeah. I forget exactly which moment, but he says something like, I am Son Goku. Or whatever. I think it was as he was going
when he's
Super
Super
Saiyan,
Saiyan?
right after. Yeah,
It's like it's a little after he's gone Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he has
He
a
says,
good.
I'm the Super Saiyan Son Goku.
I'm so glad they kept it because it hits. Like it's one of those things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
there are a few lines in this series that keep the like Japanese phrasing in Kai or whatever, like the correct structure of it for the line to hit, and it's so good. It actually makes a big difference.
Yeah.
There are a few more I can think of near the end that do it. that's like the other reason I wanted to do that. Like I was like on board with Kai.
Yeah,
It's because getting those lines like super correct.
dude, it's like wild, because like it doesn't. It just fucking hits like from like just having the full name, and also just like I guess like a cadence thing. Like if he was just like, I am the Super Saiyan Goku, like that would like it just feels like something is missing.
It could
It's
be like
wild.
corny as hell or not, but like for whatever reason, like it super works.
So that moment was like, that was fucking awesome. That was good shit.
Well, it's also funny, like Goku, like saying "I am the Super Saiyan." If you think about it, because like Goku doesn't care about the Saiyans, he doesn't really know anything about them.
But
He only knows what Vegeta's told him, basically.
yeah, but like, all that matters is he looked inside of his heart. He was like, I gotta say something cool.
True. And Vegeta cannot shut up about Super Saiyan, so
Vegeta is like really all about that Super Saiyan shit.
So I don't know if it's ever clear in the show, but one of the things about Super Saiyan is because it's like powered by rage. Like Goku isn't pure-hearted when he's Super Saiyan. Like he couldn't ride the Nimbus while he was Super Saiyan, I think.
That doesn't come up in the show.
I don't the thing it comes up is I don't think he can be Super Saiyan and use the Spirit Bomb at the same time, because you have to be pure-hearted for that technique too. But I don't know if they ever explicitly say it. Like they don't do like an explanation thing for it. I think it's just understood.
That's kind of lame.
But it's like important that like the Super Saiyan transformation changes his like attitude at this point. Like he's like pure anger or whatever.
I guess.
They will kind of back off that too, though. But
I mean, I get like anger, sure, but I guess I was like taking it as kind of like when he's angry as a kid, and it's like just anger,
yeah,
the righteous.
It's
fury.
like it's essentially in terms of the story, it's like the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Except they made his hair blonde so that he would be easier to make in the manga, so they wouldn't have to color in his hair.
Yeah.
My favorite bit
So
why they
good.
wanted to make him blonde is so it'd be easier to make the manga.
What a choice. And it was always interesting. For some reason, when I still remember like the first time I saw like blonde Goku. And I didn't, first, without being involved in any of it at all, I didn't know it was the same character. And then I mean, that was like, I don't think I spent like years of my life thinking they were different. Like Goku and Kakarot. That one I definitely didn't know until watching this. But I always thought he looked so dumb with blonde hair. I was like, he looks so cool. And he turns blonde.
True.
But now,
I still think it
different
also
appreciation.
it looks better than Super Saiyan Blue or whatever in Super.
Is there a Super
What if
Saiyan
he's-
Blue?
Yeah.
I guess I knew that.
Yeah, like the
Is
modern
there- is
versions of
there-
like transformations is like I just think they get like gaudy and dumb.
Is there pink?
Trying to recapture this. There is a pink.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, some of these I don't
that's a
know if
weird
they're
thing.
just like making their hair that way or if they if it changes. Or if it's just like fucking rule of cool, fuck it, do whatever.
Kind of. Particularly with the pink one. Is
Yeah.
I think it's like technically just the same as blue.
Do we ever get a? I mean, I feel I'm fine being spoiled on this. Do we ever get a Super Saiyan with a beard? And if so, does the beard also change?
Not in the show. But
That's
in the
a little-
card games, they've shown Super Saiyan Nappa. His beard gets a little filled out.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
But it might even be like Super Saiyan 3 Nappa or something for his to have a beard, but I don't remember.
I
I
actually
just know
like,
that for Nappa they go for his facial hair gets more because he's bald.
dude, the Super Saiyan 3 and stuff, like I remember encountering it somewhere somehow, and I mean, I know I thought it was like lame, but I think part of me also thought like it was just a shorthand way of referring to it, and now I'm like, there's no way. Like, having seen power levels and stuff like in full, like I'm sure it's just called Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
So that's a thing,
Uh-huh.
man.
I think Super Saiyan 2 isn't called Super Saiyan until Super Saiyan 3 is introduced.
Oh man. I just love it. I just love how it's like, not only is it linear in concept, but it's just like, fuck it, just call it 3. It's pretty good.
The best is that when Toriyama came back to Dragon Ball for Super, he had forgotten what Super Saiyan 2 was, and he thought Super Saiyan 3 was Super Saiyan 2 because 1 and 2 aren't distinct enough, ultimately.
Hell yeah.
You just forgot 2 existed.
That's fucking wild. I saw, I'll relate it, saw that Dragon Ball reference in a manga.
Mm-hmm.
Man. And I mean, it's pretty topical because in the, I forget how the name is actually pronounced, about that elf with limiting her mana. Some people couldn't tell her power. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But man, that was like such a big thing for this arc, like limiting your power. Like they really chomp onto that.
It's because like they're on like the entire planet, like there are only so many people on it, and Gohan and Krillin are like so outmatched and stuff.
Yeah.
So like being stealthy is like incredibly important for them because the odds are so stacked against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I do find it hilarious. Vegeta's like, as soon as he's like figured out how to sense power level, and as soon as like Kui shows up, he just destroys his own scouter just to taunt him, and then is immediately regrets it. He's like, shit, I'm only so good at this, and I can't sense Dragon Balls. Fuck.
Yeah.
But he's like cannot resist fucking taunting.
Yeah.
The allure of the taunt is too much. We're like,
I also love
he might actually still need this thing.
I love how he just fucking, like, when Gohan goes and like they have their confrontation or whatever, and Vegeta's like, "What's that in your hand?" It's a clock. It's just like, yeah, that checks out. Humans are fucking dumb. Like, he just believes it full stop.
He does just believe it's a clock. It's
Gohan fucking sold it. Sell a
Oh, it's so creepy. When he like fucking grabs Gohan's face and has like that weird expression on his face, and then fucking knees him in the stomach and
Yeah.
flies off.
God. The fucking him hiding the Dragon Ball just in the water is pretty good because like it makes sense, but also he's just like, ha, ploosh, they'll never find it now.
It's true. They would have never found it.
God.
It's like he used the principle of like when you drop something in your room and then it bounces into a corner or something, you'll never find it again.
Yeah, man.
It's just vanished, even though it's still kind of right there.
No.
Who knows where it went?
If you drop something and it bounces a little bit and then goes out of sight, at least a 60% chance that you're never seeing that object ever again, even if you clear the room.
It's possible.
Yeah, man.
Depends on what the object is.
Anything that you need later.
Or immediately.
Or immediately, yeah. Anything that's like semi-important or very important, gone for eternity. Something you don't give a shit about or even actively wish you didn't have to deal with, you're finding it right away.
Yeah.
So, speaking of finding and losing shit, Vegeta with the when he's like, I have all these Dragon Balls, I'll let them come to me. 30 seconds later, I have to go to them. He just bails immediately.
Well, he runs out of time because of other events happening.
I know, but it's still just like he's so confident in everything. And then it just
but
immediately
Vegeta
turns around.
He's always incredibly confident and then incredibly terrified or owned.
Honestly, it's kind of some Krillin
He's like-
energy.
Not wrong. That like it's in terms of like what being friends with Goku is like. Being like rivals in parentheses with Goku.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I'm hot shit. Oh no, I'm not hot shit.
I'm hot shit, but not hot enough.
Not nearly.
I just thought I'm like still just plucking stuff out of my memory as as it all comes back. The little explanation, I think before Goku's 100% before he goes Super Saiyan. When it looks like he's gonna actually lose and it's like everything is lost. And I think it's all of the boys with King Kai and they're like, well, no, he still has like he can take off the training equipment. They're like, ooh, it's not training equipment. It's just like sturdy fabric. Given that,
Where they're like, he hasn't even gotten Kaioken yet, and Kaioken, and King Kai's like, yeah, he has.
yeah, he's been in it.
He's like been doing it. We just haven't been showing it to you.
Yeah,
And he's just like, and they just show him getting owned in Kaioken form. God, I love when a little detail. I love when Frieza's kicking Vegeta's ass the first time, and like he like parts the water around Vegeta, and then there's that crab on Vegeta, and Frieza just picks the crab off of him and eats it.
Oh man,
It's like just so you know he's evil.
that
He just
son of
ate that crab.
that son of a bitch.
It's so fucking funny.
There was another. God, I can't remember what it was now. There was like another gag bit that was like in the middle of a serious thing, and then like something happened, and I was like, man, I wonder if this is one of the things that like people get upset about because they don't like jokes or whatever. I can't remember what it was now. Man, oh, that's gonna bug me. Guess I have to watch the whole thing again.
Guess you gotta.
All 36 episodes.
I mean, you could watch it in Z.
Dude, I don't. I talked big about like maybe I'll just watch Z, and I lasted like 55 seconds. Like, part of me still wants to, because at this point we're like down the road we're gonna have done so much Dragon Ball that it's gonna be like, well, what am I missing? I want to close this off, but I just don't know what the context will be for me doing Z.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I get paid to do it somehow.
I think watching like the filler specific episodes that are like aren't the thing you've seen, but with interstitial shit that doesn't matter, would be the play. But
I mean, or I'd be a hero and I just watch the whole thing.
you could.
Or I'd be
I think that's like you put it on in the background while you're doing something else, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like you put it in the background of the thing that you're putting on in the background. I mean, I could surpass Hero. I could be a Superhero 3 and watch it as intended, where I watch from Raditz to Ginyu, and then I loop like 4 times, and then I go forward.
You don't even get to Ginyu.
Well,
like right
up,
like
after
right before the Ginyu fight.
Well, after Ginyu Force.
Yeah,
like after Jason.
Yeah. After Birder gets killed.
I'll do that 4 or 5 times, then continue on.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
also you'd have to watch the Ocean dub, the OG dub.
I'll do it like if you find it for me, because that shit's convoluted as hell.
I mean, I have the files that have all the audio tracks on them.
It's convoluted as hell. Yeah, no, it's like what, 300 odd gigs? 355 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, for all of Z. I mean, you don't. Yeah.
What was the? Maybe I could just do the release schedule for America. What was it, like one a week sometimes?
Sometimes it would be like 2 a week, but yeah, generally about 1 a week.
I wonder if there's if there's like an original air date for this shit. Dragon Ball Z.
What, on Wikipedia? Yeah, they have the. That's what I was going off. I was going off of the air. They have the U.S. broadcast air dates and the Japanese broadcast air dates on the list of episodes.
Wow, I can't find a. Is there not like just an episode list here
on Wikipedia? List of Dragon Ball Z episodes.
Dragon Ball Z
episode list.
Mine doesn't. I'm not seeing an episode list, man.
I will send you the link.
List of Dragon Ball. Here we go. That's it. Okay, I got it. It's just not in the place I thought it would be.
It has the Japanese air dates, it has the English air dates, and it has the air dates for the redone Funimation dub for the early episodes too.
Hell yeah. I mean, so like pretty easy. Alls I gotta do is wait until September, and then I can just I just start with Mini Goku's an overprotected boy. I am Gohan.
Yeah. Do like 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah, man. Just pump it. and then I can loop back in 2000 for the 2005 June 14th and do it again, but this time redub.
Yeah,
And in
then you'll have the real experience.
20 years from now, as a as a 48-year-old, I'll have completed everything.
And we can watch Super in Japanese, and then a year later you can start watching it dubbed.
Yeah.
Or a year and a half, I think it was.
I mean, or I can go and just watch all of Z subbed on that release schedule, and then start with the dub. Get the connoisseur experience.
True. Because that would be a more consistent one a week. You wouldn't have to watch the entirety of Z like 5 times in a row.
I did
in the first half or whatever.
I did consider. I considered if I was gonna do like original Z, I would maybe take the opportunity to like watch through original Dragon Ball subbed and then just like do Z sub to continue, and that like just totally in the background because I know what happens.
Yeah.
Well, the only
Like I said before, like I didn't get into the sub for Dragon Ball at all until Super, because Super was coming out. I was like, I have to watch this.
yeah.
And it wasn't dubbed for like a year and a half. So like even when it was, because that was also weird, because it was like I watched the first two episodes of Super, then I was like, nope, not anymore, because now we're just redoing that movie that came out a while ago for like 10 episodes or whatever. So then I picked it back up when it got to new material or whatever. So then like, you know, the dub starts. I'm like, hell yeah, the dub. And I'm like, oh right, there are like 2 episodes here worth watching, and then again
Nothing.
like this movie that's already been dubbed or whatever. So it's not even, there's no value there either.
Yeah.
It's just so far behind. You're like, and Super's pacing is already pretty suboptimal in places.
Interesting.
You're not look. It wasn't like I was like dying to watch that stuff again. Though there are hype moments. Honestly, the weird thing about Super is the like filler. There are like filler episodes that are like slice of life of just like the characters doing their thing.
You
They're
mentioned
so
Goku
good. I love them so
farmer?
much. Yeah.
Dude, like I'm fucking.
There aren't enough of them, but those
Interesting.
episodes I fucking love. Like I just think they're way better than the Z filler episodes. Honestly,
Yeah.
there's something about like their sense of humor feels more accurate to like Toriyama's dumb shit in a way the anime didn't always.
Yeah. I mean I'm really 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 enjoying Kai, but man, the humor in original Dragon Ball, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And even with like, I mean, you got like Roshi's humor, which is not good, but it is fun to hate. Like in a way.
You're just like, it's like watching a car crash.
Yeah.
It's like rubbernecking.
It's just
You're just like, fucking what? How?
I mean,
Wow.
I think the peak for me was like watching Launch on the plane be like, every time I'm in a plane, I want to hijack it. Like, yeah, that makes sense that they didn't. What was this, 2002? Yeah.
Yep.
God.
Yep.
I didn't know, and like even because you mentioned for Kai, for Kai they're sticking like much closer to the sub. Like I didn't notice anything wild this time, or even anything even really off that I don't remember noticing anything and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but it's a much more accurate translation. There's like still, I think there's still a little bit of
Yeah, there's a
editorializing or whatever. But
there's a tiny bit of changes. I noticed a few instances of them, like, at first it seems like they're saying something totally different, and then it turns out they just, like, took the order of things and, like, swapped them. But they get to the same point.
Because, like, I mean, honestly, for, like, a dub, the patterns of the, like, way they talk doesn't feel as, like, forced to as some dubs do. In terms of, like, they feel more natural than dubs can.
Yeah.
That, like, weird dub cadence.
I mean, could always
Considering
be
they're still
worse.
trying to match lip flaps.
After, seeing the how good the Dragon Ball dub is, like, just even in the bits I've seen of, like, the original dub, where they're not really in the swing of things yet, like, it's still, like, the voices are just, they still line up. And I'm like, well, maybe some other stuff has, like, a decent dub that I've been sleeping on. I decided to check out the dub for Nadia's Secret of Blue Water. That shit is goddamn rough.
Yeah.
The main, so the girl, Nadia, it's like whatever. It's just not anything. It's just not high quality, but it's not terrible. But the boy is supposed to be French, and they decided to show it. So it's like a terrible fucking French accent. Like, it's rough as shit. It's actually, I can't listen to it. It's unbearable. It's so fucking bad.
No.
So that was like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, that's going away forever.
Yeah.
How did this air? Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. A lot of bad dubs.
Yeah.
I kind of consider a dub that's, like, worth watching as the exception. For sure.
Yeah.
And it's, more likely with stuff like, I don't know, like Dragon Ball or Pokemon or Digimon. Like, stuff that was, like, actually airing on TV and popular. If it's just, like, normal anime shit, the dub quality is definitely going to be worse.
Yeah.
Also.
I mean, even I guess I haven't checked out the dub for.
Although, like, man, I fucking hate the dub for Naruto.
Dude, I hate the dub for Naruto. That's like one of the main things. Like, I heard Naruto's voice.
They just miscast, like, a lot of those characters.
I literally heard Naruto's voice. I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Whereas I actually really like Naruto's Japanese voice actress. She's one of my faves.
Yeah, I can't picture his Japanese voice. I'm sure you've shown me, but that shit doesn't stick. I'll look it up after this. I'm curious now. Yeah. Do we know, like... I actually forget. Do we know where the Namekians went? Did they just find, like, another planet?
They just made it a new Namek. It's a new Namek that's somewhere else. I think that's about it.
Sure. I love how they're all just chilling at Bulma's parents' place.
Uh-huh. It's the benefit of when your dad is the richest man in the world. Who, like, the greatest scientist.
Yeah.
Who has, like, a fucking place for all these animals to live. Like,
dude,
also they learn golf.
Yeah, that, like, learning. Like, yeah, because it's like they took advantage of all the amenities, and it's like a little mini golf.
The Namekians learning golf is so fucking good because, like, their planet it's a perfect place to play golf. It's just fucking endless wastelands,
Yeah, man.
just like fields. The
The
only
whole-
trees that are there are like ones they planted.
Yeah, no, like that backstory was like not fleshed out for like it seemed like they really glazed over the fact that like this is depressing as shit.
Like literally every Namekian except original Kami Piccolo as a baby and Guru died. Those are the only two Namekians left
Yeah.
at some point.
Unreal. Like, oh, I guess like the people. So like all of them came back, right? I guess. Did anyone get left out?
Yeah, the village Vegeta killed didn't get brought back.
Right. Right. Yeah. 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 No, I remember. Okay. Yeah, I remember.
Vegeta doesn't get off the hook on that one.
All the people Frieza killed. What a fuck.
All the people Frieza and his men killed.
Frieza and his men. Yeah. 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 God. Fucking rip.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Where are we headed next time? What is our so we ended on episode 54, which is in line with the Wikipedia breaks.
Yes, we're breaking free of the Wikipedia breakdowns for next time because I feel like it. Because I think the Wikipedia breaks it down like in the middle of a fight. So I'm just like, that's
fucking
stupid.
wild. Yeah.
So we're gonna go a few more episodes, and watch episode 82,
Okay.
which is like 5 additional episodes from where the Wikipedia break is.
Yeah. So that's 27? Yeah. Yeah, 27 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's a hell of a lot better than 36.
Yep. And this should be all the batches after this should be even smaller, I think, for the rest of Z. So
Yeah.
then I think after this we'll get slightly closer to the we'll go with the next Wikipedia break, and then after that we'll do like 2 episodes after that Wikipedia break, because that one is the worst cliffhanger. That's just like not like, I would feel bad making you stop on that one. It's just like, this is the worst. This is literally the worst episode to stop on in all of Dragon Ball. Like,
Now I kind of want to stop on it just because the anticipation would be fucking unreal.
no, you don't though. It's just a thing. It's like, this is fucking horrible, and then like it's kind of immediately undone. So it's not that bad. So like living with like that, being mad about that is dumb, because like it's immediately a little bit undone.
There's so much that's undone, though. I mean, maybe there's less that's undone by the time we get there.
Like
right
I can't.
now,
It would just be a spoiler to tell
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But
I'm
like, I'm just telling you. Just
yes.
nobody wants to stop there on that episode.
I'm gonna stop there. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna force you
And
to
I just,
talk
I'm like,
around it.
for the podcast, like, not
Yeah,
spoiling the thing would be too annoying for me, specifically.
No, let's stop there. I want to force you to talk around it.
I just have to hold my tongue. Ugh. It's not worth stopping there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll start watching those Dragon Ball movies at some point.
I mean, in like 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
yeah, because they're
like what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, and we're catching up to where
based on the
they kind of they take place non-canonically alongside the story. So
40 minutes a piece. We could watch like 4 of them based on the Spider-Man movies we've been watching.
It's true. Uh-huh. We get introduced to Dragon Ball movie time. It's like an entire transformation power up, level up from Godzilla time.
Dude, like, yeah. Godzilla
And
time.
still,
snappy.
I honestly, having watched them, I still think they kind of drag.
That tracks. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah,
If I'm being honest. Like, there's some of them I really like, but most of them,
yeah,
even being really short, they still drag.
I feel like if they were like super incredible, I would have probably seen them already.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean, the thing is, the best movies are like 2 of the most recent ones. Like the super movies are way better. Because Toriyama wrote the scripts and like worked more on those.
Nice.
And he's just better just at telling Dragon Ball stories than other people, it turns out.
Yeah.
And Toei Animation.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway, I think that's a podcast. That's the Namek Freeza saga. It's it's got its ups and downs.
for sure. Yeah.
Do you think this is the worst arc that we've covered?
That we've covered
All of Dragon Ball so far.
All of Dragon Ball. I guess in hindsight, it might be, but let me quickly.
Like it's better than just the heavenly training or whatever, but I don't count that. That was
yeah.
That's not like a story. That's like an interlude.
I just want to see, because how did this break up?
You got like the Pilaf saga, Gathering Dragon Balls the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Red Ribbon stuff.
Well, the tournament saga after Pilaf.
Yeah. The first
Red
World
Ribbon.
Martial Arts tournament.
Let's see.
It's hard because like there is good stuff here, but like it's also got definitely the worst pacing. I think.
I think it is the worst arc we've covered so far.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, maybe the only other contender would be, like, probably one of the either, like, Red Ribbon Army or, like, mine splits it into Red Ribbon Army and General Blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it would probably be one of those, but I think those are still better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There was more like the low point is still fucking what the hell is his name? Ninja Boy, Murasaki.
Murasaki.
That's the low point of original Dragon Ball. That was just such a fucking infuriating 2 or 3 episodes. And in hindsight, it's yeah, whatever. Next time I'll probably just laugh. But I was so hyped, and then they just took it from me. But that's everything else was solid.
Yeah.
Here, for the Frieza arc, there was the hype moments, but I think there was just there was a lot more downtime, and making me wait for Goku twice.
Yes, no, that's my big thing. It's okay, we're gonna do the wait for Goku to show up trope, okay, but doing it twice in the same arc,
it's a bit much. Doing it once is good. Make me wait. Yeah. Fucking get me hyped and shaking in my seat because I'm so excited. But then don't take him away. So that. And
then even when he goes Super Saiyan, I just think that fight takes too long. He doesn't beat down Frieza fast enough. They drag it out. So it's not as cathartic as it should be.
Yeah.
And the way it comes down to him giving up, Frieza cutting himself. Oh, we didn't even talk about Frieza cutting himself in half.
Oh yeah, that's
like a fucking idiot, stealing Krillin's technique and then cutting himself in half with it. And then Goku still gives him energy. He's here, fucking get out of here. And then he attacks Goku. Goku's you fool! Goku. That shit's still great, but it takes too long to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
The Gohan going out to fight Freeza again is come the fuck on. This doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Frieza saying, trying to blow up the Namek and fuck it up, and then saying you've got 5 minutes until the planet explodes. That's an incredible meme.
5 minutes. It's been 4 hours.
Yeah. Wait till we get to the end of Super, where it's this entire arc takes place in over the course of 45 minutes. So at the end of every episode, they're 5 more minutes have passed. After every episode.
That's what I'm I know we get there.
This is the most, or and then they do a filler, an episode that really doesn't matter, and 1 minute has passed.
Ugh. Yeah. God.
It's fine. The we're still, hype moments are still to come, even when the pacing gets bad, is what I'll say about Dragon Ball. It still finds ways to deliver on the hype, even when it can drag on the way there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. It's an experience.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing was just original Dragon Ball was fucking great.
Yeah, no, and
it was so
coming
good.
off of that last arc. Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting to the part of Dragon Ball that I have less of an attachment to, because again, I quit the show because of the Freeza saga, and I didn't get cable and then start watching Dragon Ball every day really again until the next big arc.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the emotional nostalgia for this section, but honestly, for a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans, the next arc is their favorite part of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I think it is pretty widely beloved. Particularly how it ends, which won't be in this section that we're doing this week. But
gotcha.
But my friend who has the entirety of Z, collected it on VHS. This next big section is what he thinks of as core Dragon Ball Z.
Hell
That's
yeah.
kind of the part of it that matters the most to him. So
That's good to know.
yeah.
It's a nice context to have.
Yeah, saltcirclepod@gmail.com, saltcirclepodcast on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels. Episodes are hosted at anchor.fm/Salt Circle. And that's an episode.
Go live your life like a Kamehameha.